Before we start, I want to tell you something about depression. Depression is feelings of severe despondency and dejection according to Oxford Languages. Depression is a state of low mood and aversion to activity according Wikipedia. In ancient Greece, disease was thought due to an imbalance in the four basic bodily fluids or humors. Personality types were similarly thought to be determined by the dominant humor in a particular person. Derived from the ancient Greek melas, black and whole bile melancholia was described as a distinct disease with particular mental and physical symptoms by Hippocrates in his aphorisms, where he characterized all fears and despondencies, if they last a long time, as being symptomatic of the ailment. The factor of depression has 9 major, which is life events, personality, alcoholism, bullying, medical treatments, substance-induced, non-psychiatric illness, psychiatric syndromes, historical legacy. The effect of depression is poor coping skills, pain especially headache and stomach pain, attempts to self-medicate with drugs or alcohol, and decreased immune system functioning. Globally, more than 264 million people of all ages suffer from depression. The global pandemic of COVID-19 has negatively impacted upon individuals' mental health, causing levels of depression to surge, reaching devastating heights. A study conducted by the University of Surrey in autumn 2019 and May and June 2020 looked into the impact of COVID-19 upon young people's mental health. This study is published in the Journal of Psychiatric Research report. The study showed a significant rise in depression symptoms and a reduction in overall well-being during lockdown compared to the previous autumn. Levels of clinical depression in those surveyed in the study were found to have more than doubled, rising from 14.9% in autumn 2019 to 34.7% in May and June 2020. This study further emphasizes the correlation that certain life events have with developing depression.
Good morning everyone and welcome to our team presentation. Before we begin, for those who do not know me, my name is Lim Jingxian, this is Guai Huijian, and this is Lau Kai-chi. We come from SMJK Zhongming. Today, we are going to present the topic of learning in depression. Before I start, I did like to share a small story. I have a friend who named Molly, and she is a depression patient previously. When she told me about her concern, I was petrified and shocked at the first place because she was an optimistic person in her physical appearances. The worst part happened when she told her friend was decided and kept distant away from her due to her disease. Next, they also indicated her violence and attacked her to isolate her. As the result, she became anxious and she almost going to commit suicide. Fortunately, she was saved by her supportive parents and teachers. Thus, her incident is the main contributor of the reason for our talk today, because we want to avoid these similar cases from happening again among the teenagers.
My name is Lau Kai-chi. I will be going to continue it. The main objective of our project is identify the causes of depression among the teenagers. The questions that we try to solve are let the community to understand the causes of depression, and we also provide some suggestions to help the special minority group of patients who have been suffering from depression since they were young. One of our goals is to hope everybody will not discriminate against depressive patients. Next, we also hope we can gather out sources to help the minority group include infants, teenagers, adults, and elders. In addition, we hope the community can be considerate to the special and minority group of people who are isolated from the crowd. First of all, we had discussed for about 1 week to decide the sequence of the progress that we are going to make a video and some quotations. Next, we have created a new Instagram account to post these things. Our team leader is assigned and responsible for writing the script for the video and the script for the quotations, while Craig is responsible for editing the video, and I am just sitting there as the communicator to respond for recording this video. The progress takes about 1 week to 2 weeks. Finally, we are ready to post and start to prepare for this presentation.
I am Craig Hui Jian. Let me continue it. Before we start to prepare, we had prepared a survey forms for our friends and people around us to validate our study in the related topic of our research. There are about 50 people who fill in the forms. The demographic is distributed among 10 to 20 years old teenagers. There are 25 respondents who fill sympathy proportion in total of 15%. Moreover, there are 10 respondents feel scared with the proportion 20. And 3 people indicate the disease is not related to their mental. Fortunately, there is no respondent who show the feeling of hatred toward the subject of depressions among teenagers nowadays. After the video post, they have thanked us to prepare the video to help them to know more about depressions. They are going to learn their helping hands and not going to sit and leave. My teammate and I feel relieved that society have processed their positive reactions. Working in this environmental enrichment, I learned about how to editing the video and how to make a nice picture. I think my involvement of the project will help me to get close to my ambition. I would like to filter this project because I would like to help more depressive patients out of the room. I have learned how to make a great presentation. I think this will help me a lot in my future because a person's life will experience many presentations, right? I would also like to furthermore with my teammate on this project to help more people who are in need.
I have learned how to deal with interpersonal relationship, how to help my teammate that did not have any presentation experiences. I enjoy this project because we have made something from nothing to a thing. I learned more about from myself. I have made wonderful teammates. I feel great because I have made a great impact in life. I would like to finish the presentation by saying, however, please decrease misunderstanding about depression. Give more tender and kind. They just stay alive, already do their best. Thank you.